Every moment of your life is shaped by your level of consciousness. The way you perceive the world, how you react to challenges, the emotions you feel most often, all of it flows from a deeper state of awareness that often goes unnoticed. Dr. David R. Hawkins, a psychiatrist and spiritual teacher, dedicated his life to mapping these states of consciousness. His map of consciousness charts the full spectrum of human experience from the lowest levels of suffering and fear to the highest expressions of peace, love, and enlightenment. This scale isn't just a theory, it's a tool, a guide for transformation. By understanding where we are on this map, we gain the power to rise, to evolve, to live more intentionally, more freely, and more fully. Let's explore this journey from the depths of shame to the heights of divine awareness. At the lowest level, we find shame, the energy of self-hatred and extreme unworthiness. This is where people feel deeply flawed, inadequate, or even inhuman. It's the energy of humiliation, secrecy, and self-destruction. Many who experience shame suffer in silence, and at its worst, it can lead to suicidal thoughts. It is the lowest vibration a person can exist in. But even here, there is hope, because no one is truly stuck. Just above shame is guilt, the burden of regret and self-blame. Those at this level feel like they have done something terribly wrong, even if they haven't. It is the energy of remorse, punishment, and suffering over the past. But unlike shame, guilt still allows for the possibility of redemption. When a person feels powerless and unable to change their circumstances, they sink into apathy. This is the energy of despair, depression, and complete lack of motivation. People at this level often withdraw from life, feeling like nothing matters. It's a state where hope is lost. But the key to rising above it is small steps of action, no matter how difficult they may seem. Grief is the energy of deep sadness and sorrow. It's the pain of loss, whether it's the death of a loved one at the end of a relationship or shattered dreams. At this level, the world feels heavy. But grief, unlike apathy, has movement. It can lead to healing. It is through grief that we honor what was lost and prepare for renewal. Fear takes hold when we perceive the world as dangerous, uncertain, or overwhelming. This is the energy of constant worry, anxiety, and paranoia. People at this level make decisions based on what they are afraid of rather than what they truly desire. Fear can control our lives, but it can also be a teacher. When faced with courage, fear begins to dissolve. Desire is the energy of craving, longing, and attachment. This is where ambition, addiction, and materialism live. People here constantly seek external things, money, status, pleasure, believing they will bring happiness. But true fulfillment doesn't come from external desires. It comes from within. Anger is powerful. It fuels rebellion, justice, and change. But it is also destructive. People at this level feel resentment, frustration, and hostility. While anger can push us forward, it must be transformed into something higher, like courage or determination, before it truly becomes useful. Pride is deceptive. It feels strong, but it is still fragile. At this level, people identify with their achievements, beliefs, and status, but they resist change. Pride is defensive, ego-driven, and dependent on external validation. It's better than shame or guilt, but it's not true power. True power begins at 200. At 200, everything changes. This is the transition from weakness to strength, from fear to power, from survival to growth. At these levels, people begin to take control of their lives. Instead of being trapped in emotions like fear, anger, and shame, they embrace responsibility, learning, and truth. This is where success, confidence, and purpose begin to emerge. Let's explore these stages in more depth. Courage is where transformation begins. For the first time, a person stops feeling like a victim and takes responsibility for their life. Here, people start facing challenges rather than avoiding them. They stop blaming others and begin taking action, even in the face of uncertainty. At this level, failure is no longer feared. It is seen as part of the learning process. This is the first step toward true personal power. At 250, the struggle begins to fade. This is the level of neutrality, where a person no longer reacts emotionally to every challenge. They are adaptable, open-minded, and detached from drama. Life is no longer a battle. There is no need to prove anything, no need to control others. Instead, there is acceptance of different perspectives, a willingness to go with the flow, and a focus on what truly matters. Willingness is where personal growth truly accelerates. People at this level are motivated, eager to learn, and open to new opportunities. Instead of resisting change, they embrace it. They seek knowledge, develop new skills, and take on challenges with a sense of optimism. At this level, people also begin to uplift others, bringing positivity and enthusiasm wherever they go. Acceptance is one of the most empowering levels on the scale. At this level, people stop fighting reality. They stop resisting life and start working with it. Instead of blaming circumstances, they take full ownership of their lives. They understand that they are the creators of their own experience, not their paths, not other people, not external forces. With this mindset, they begin to make real, lasting changes in their lives. Reason is the realm of logic, science, and intellect. It's where deep analysis thrives, where questions matter more than assumptions. Here, the mind seeks truth through critical thinking, solving problems, examining beliefs, and uncovering facts. This is the home of great thinkers, scientists, philosophers, and innovators. But reason has its limits. For as powerful as the mind is, true wisdom transcends thought. It lives in the heart. As we move beyond reason, we step into an entirely different realm, the realm of love, joy, and enlightenment. Here, intellect merges with wisdom. The heart opens, and a deeper truth is revealed. As we move beyond the rational mind, we enter the realm of the heart, the soul, and the divine. These are the levels of higher consciousness, where ego dissolves, suffering fades, and only truth remains. Few people experience these states consistently, but glimpses of them can transform a life forever. This is not love in the romantic sense. This is unconditional love, a profound connection to all of life. At this level, people transcend personal desires and begin to act from pure compassion, forgiveness, and kindness. Love at this level is not dependent on others. It is a state of being, an inner radiance that transforms everything it touches. People who operate at this level naturally inspire, heal, and uplift those around them. They see the beauty in all things, even in suffering, because they understand that life is unfolding exactly as it should. Imagine waking up every morning with a deep sense of joy, regardless of circumstances. This is the level of profound inner happiness and gratitude. At 540, life feels effortless. There is no struggle, no resistance, only flow. People in this state radiate positivity and healing energy. This is the vibration of great saints, healers, and spiritual teachers, those who uplift humanity with their very presence. It is at this level that miracles begin to happen and synchronicities align perfectly with one's soul's path. At this level, thought slows down and eventually stops. Peace is a state of absolute stillness, deep inner silence, and profound serenity. People at this level no longer react to the world, they simply observe. There is no fear, no suffering, no attachment to outcomes. This is the realm of spiritual masters and yogis, those who have surrendered completely to the present moment. Words cannot fully describe this state. It can only be experienced. This is the highest state of human consciousness. Here, the ego dissolves completely, and only pure awareness remains. Those who reach these levels, such as Buddha, Jesus, Krishna, and other great spiritual masters, operate beyond the mind. They exist in a state of oneness with the universe, seeing all things as part of a single divine reality. At 700 and beyond, time, space, and even identity fade away. There is no separation, no struggle, only infinite light, love, and truth. This is the ultimate state of realization, the end of the journey, and the beginning of eternity. So, where do you resonate on this scale? And more importantly, how can you rise even higher? The journey of consciousness is not about reaching a destination. It's about continuous expansion, deeper self-awareness, and alignment with truth. The choice is yours.